When we raise our vibration and get into alignment, the last thing we expect to happen is for negative circumstances to come up. Negative emotions, negative events, negative people. We're in alignment. Why are we still manifesting negativity? I want to explore that with you today. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leora Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. I'm still in Maui today, and our retreat center has this little yoga room. It's absolutely beautiful here. I have a view of the ocean, so I just thought this would be such a good place to pick up on all the energy and transmit it over to you. I want to take advantage of it while we're here in nature, breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. So I have a story to tell you guys, and I think it's a story that many of you will get a lot from, and towards the end it'll kind of go more into like a lesson kind of thing. But it's something that I just experienced yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you. So we're here in Maui. I'm here with Aaron Dowdy, and yesterday we went on like a little road trip, the road to Hana. Many of you might know what this is. It was new to me. It was one of the most beautiful drives in the world. It's about a 2-hour long drive. And at the end of this road to Hana, we were going to go into this sacred pool, all these sacred waterfalls. We got a suggestion from a local friend over here who said to go to the Venus pools. So we put it into the navigation, we asked some locals how to get there, and we ended up getting there about 2 hours in. And it turned out that the Venus pool wasn't actually like a waterfall in a secluded pool. It was this pool of water that's connected to the ocean. And the ocean had huge waves coming in, and it was like pushing water into this pool of water. And when you go into it, you go into kind of like this little valley, and you're on top of a cliff and you're looking down. I posted some of this on my Instagram. You guys may have seen it. You're looking down, and the ocean is so beautiful. The water is so clear and blue, and it looks really inviting. I was excited to get in because I hadn't been jumping into the waterfalls as much as I'd like to. I hadn't been swimming in the ocean as much as I'd like to. So this seemed like, it's secluded. There's kind of like an edge where the water meets the pool. So I felt like, this is safe and I'm gonna have a good time here. One thing you guys might not know about me is I have this irrational fear, and I actually think that a lot of other people have this irrational fear as well, and it's a fear of sharks. Now, what I'm noticing and what I noticed from this whole situation is that it's not an actual fear of sharks, more as it is a fear of the unknown. And I think that it manifests for us in different ways. But I have come to realize that I have my entire life been a very fearful person. Afraid of bugs, afraid of snakes, afraid of sharks, afraid of the dark. I was just afraid, so afraid. And I know that a lot of people can relate with that. I think that being super brave and not being afraid of anything comes with the way that you're raised. And I had a mom that was super overprotective about me as her first child, as her first daughter. So that manifested in my personality. And she was also always really afraid of bugs, spiders. I'm terrified of spiders, blah, blah, blah. So a lot has been going on in this trip that I've had these fears come up, and this was kind of a culmination of all of that. So I want to tell you guys this story. So we have to slide off these rocks in order to get into the water, and once we did, the water, it's not warm, but it's pleasant, and Aaron's having the best time. He's like waddling around, swimming around, and this deep anxiety starts to hit me, and I can't breathe. I'm freaking out. I'm in this body of water. I can't see my feet. I can't see beneath. I thought that I'd be able to see through the water. You can't see. And it's open to the ocean. And my thoughts are going, there could be a shark that comes in and gets stuck in here, and he's lost and he's hungry, and I don't know what's going on. There's like dark patches of water, patches underground. And I know how irrational all this seems, but this was a huge fear of mine. And I freaked out. Could not breathe. You guys know, many of you know, anxiety to the max. My heart's beating out of my chest. I want to throw up. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I'm like gagging because I'm so afraid. I get out of the water. I'm like, Aaron, get me out, get me out, get me out. He pulls me out. And we're sitting there, and I'm just watching the water. At that moment, I'm watching the water, and I was kind of sick of myself, kind of sick of being afraid of everything all the time, just so scared. I'm working on myself as a person. I'm getting better every day. I'm transcending. I'm a different person than I was 2 years ago. I love who I am as a person. What is this aspect of me that I still hold on to? This past version of me that is afraid of everything. I've done so much in my life that a lot of other people would be afraid of. So why can't I be brave? So I'm sitting there and a realization dawns over me. On the other side of this little cove, there's a little pebble beach. And I'm like, I have to get to that side. I have to swim over there. The waters are dark and they're hitting and the waves are hitting each other and it's loud. I have to swim across. Aaron's ready to go. He's like, I'm hungry. We can just get going. You don't have to do this. But he's also amping me up. Like, there's nothing that you're afraid of. It's the ego that's afraid. Like, you're right. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the water. And I'm like, this is an initiation. I've set an intention day in and day out. Today I will be better than I was yesterday. I will continue to grow and I will continue to be the best version of me. I want to be Lior 2.0. So what does the universe do? It provides me with gifts, options. Who are you going to be? The you that's always ran away from her fears? The you that's been presented with an opportunity or something and has run away from it at the slightest sign of discomfort? Or are you going to be the you that walks up to your fears, conquers everything that's in her path? Who are you going to be? I got back in the water and I swam the entire way. And my heart was freaking out and I couldn't speak. Aaron's trying to talk to me while we're swimming through this place. And I'm just like, get me through. But I made it to that little island. And then I stood and I looked at the water. I'm like, wow, what was I afraid of? The mind, the ego wants to be so certain. I've always had this desire to be in control of things and to feel certain of things. I don't know what's in that water, true. What are the chances though that that's how my life is supposed to end? What I was supposed to feel is trust in the universe, trust in God, and trust in my higher self. And I was supposed to show that trust by going through this. Now, I'm not saying that we should put our lives in danger in order to feel trust and to show trust in the universe and in ourselves. I'm saying that when there's a beautiful opportunity ahead of you for growth, you should take it. For growth. I'm not saying for life endangering things. I'm saying for growth. This was definitely growth for me. So as I get on the other side, I'm watching the waters and I'm like, okay, time to go back there. And I do it again, all the way back to where we came from. So that realization was super powerful. I realized that I am raising my vibration. I'm in alignment more often than not these days. But there's this aspect of myself that doesn't match who I am right now, who I am today. That aspect of myself has to be worked through. So these things are coming up and it's the universe saying to me, what are you going to do now? And let me tell you, that was not the only time. The night before, there was a full-on tarantula on our mirror. The old me would have ran out of that house, ran out of that room and never come back until somebody took the tarantula out. The new me, yeah, I was afraid. Aaron had to really step up for me, but I still went and showered. I still went and brushed my teeth and I walked past that tarantula and I went to sleep knowing that it's there. That was me choosing a new paradigm. So this is what happens. Your vibration is raised. You set an intention for who you want to be as a person or what things you want to achieve. And like I always tell you, we're over here. We want to get over here. The universe takes us like this to prepare us to be over here. And then it presents us with gifts because yes, these are gifts no matter how negative they might seem, the situation, whatever situation it is for you. Obviously, it might not be dealing with the fear of sharks or the fear of the dark or spiders, but it's going to present you with some sort of initiation. Are you going to affirm the old version of yourself? Or are you going to affirm the new paradigm? Are you going to be who you were meant to be in order to make it here? Because if you affirm the old paradigm, you stay right here. There is no movement. You don't move. You don't get over here if you continue to affirm the old paradigm. So another thing that I've been working on is I've been recording a video every single day so that I can post videos every other day, if you haven't noticed. And this morning, I didn't have a topic, and I told Aaron, I'm like, I don't really know what I want to talk about today. And he's like, you should talk about what happened to you yesterday with the pool, with the Venus pools. And I said to him, you know how you are able to kind of get something that happened to you in your day and make like a whole hour-long podcast about it? I don't really think I can do something like that. And he's like, is that a limiting belief? I'm like, oh, you're right. So I told myself, wait, I can do something like that. I can find a lesson to relay and to teach from my own experiences. So again, I chose the new version of me. I'm making choices and the universe is offering me this or this. Which one are we going to choose? Another trigger came up this morning. Another thing I'm afraid of, or was afraid of, maybe I could say, is bees. deathly afraid of them since I got stung and had to go to the hospital when I was in 5th grade. 5th grade? Yeah, 5th grade. A bee came into our room as Aaron was recording his podcast right before I came over here. Normally, I would have ran out of that room just like with the huge ass spider. I would have ran out of the room and not come back. I chose to stay. I got ready. I got prepared for the day. And then I left and I came over here to record. I chose the new me. And you see how the universe sends us triggers? My triggers would definitely be different from your triggers, from other people's triggers. Maybe you relate to some of them. I've had other triggers too. I've had exes reaching out to me, that comfort of going back to an ex. I've had old friends inviting me out to go drinking, the comfort of going back to your old ways. But through it all, I've realized now that the universe is just constantly, especially when we desire to transcend and to transform, it sends us triggers because things have to come out of us. The thing about spiritual transformation and just self-development in general is that we don't push things down. We deal with them. We bring them to the surface, we integrate them, and we let go of what no longer serves us. That is what transformation is. It's not forgetting about who you were, it's integrating it into a better version of you, into you 2.0. So how do you take this into your own life? How do you go through this transformation every day? You simply become an observer. When negative things happen in your life, even though you've been raising your vibration and manifesting your life, don't give up. Don't throw everything away. Don't throw away all the progress. Understand that while you're not being tested, you are being given a choice. The universe is preparing you to be the person you have always wanted to be and the person that will manifest all the things that you desire to manifest. But first, there's a transformation that has to happen. Instead of quitting, use these gifts to become the person you've always wanted to become. And then everything that you've wanted to manifest that quickly. And if you're on my email list, you know I manifest things in less than 24 hours these days. So whatever it is that you desire, you have to first become the kind of person who can accept those things. For me, it's getting rid of the little things that I've always been afraid of. I've ran away from things. The second things got uncomfortable, I ran away. Whether that be in the dark, in nature, with bugs and things like that, whether it be with people and relationships, friendships, family, I ran away. There's no more running away. We walk up to our fears. What do I always say? If you walk up to the lion, it cowers. If you run from it, it chases after you. That's it for me today. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you. Thank you for spending some of your time with me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or good night. Until my next video, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.